This is a deep dive into Perfume by Sparks. It's a song that sounds really simple on first listen, but there's so much going on here, so let's give it a listen.
Genevieve wears Dior, Margaret wears Trésor, Mary Jo wears Lauren, but you don't wear no perfume. Deborah wears Clinique, Marianne wears Mystique, Jude wears Shalimar, but you don't wear no perfume. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you.
So that's Perfume, taken from Sparks' 2006 album Hello Young Lovers, and it sounds really straightforward. It's a list of various women who wear various perfumes. The twist is the unnamed subject of the song, who wears no perfume, and this makes her uniquely desirable to this character. So listing these women's names is a nice songwriting trick, but they're far from the first band to have done this.
I forget your name. Jennifer, Alison, Philippa, Sue, Deborah, Annabelle,
a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side.
You'd be forgiven for thinking that Sparks' take on this pop music trope doesn't offer that much more in terms of meaning. After all, their lyrics are extremely basic here, even in comparison to like Mambo No. 5. But it gets really interesting when you compare it to other songs by Sparks. I believe that every single Sparks song, literally every one, builds on ideas and concepts established in previous works by Sparks. That was the case on Dick Around, which can be said to build on Goofing Off from Introducing Sparks. I discussed that in the last episode, but this connection between Introducing and Hello Young Lovers continues on Perfume, because Sparks have got previous when it comes to songs that list ladies.
Ladies, on the sofa next to me are Dinah Shore and Sarah Lee. Ladies, in the backyard climbing trees are Princess Grace and Margaret Mead. Ladies, then you pull in the driveway. You've been out shopping. I've gotta hide them. Hide all you ladies. They nod and smile. They're disappearing. They're fading out now. And welcome home, my only lady. My only lady.
This is Ladies from Introducing Sparks, and it lists Sarah Lee and Princess Grace and a whole host of different women over the course of the song. So it's using the same songwriting trick as Perfume, but in two ways. Because it turns out that this guy is only committed to one person.
And welcome home, my only lady. My only lady.
And Perfume is a similar vibe to this, a list of ladies, and he's committed to one.
That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you.
Perfume to me sounds like a purified version of Ladies, and the reason I think it's significant is that these concepts of listing women and commitment to one woman come up all over Hello Young Lovers, and always in really interesting ways. Here's the closing song.
She's here from Japan. She's here from Milan. She's here. Time on her hands.
These ladies are here from Milan and Japan and Brazil and Seville, and just like Perfume's scented ladies, they're here to give this character a good time. And there's another character on Hello Young Lovers who can join this party. He's a fireman, and this is here Kitty.
Bring a kitty back. I climb the Douglas fir, bring a kitty back. I climb the juniper, bring a kitty back. How can I I thank you for your bringing kitty back. Kitty here, kitty here, kitty here, kitty here, kitty here, kitty here.
This fireman rescues various cats from various trees and is repaid in sexual favours by their beautiful, grateful owners. So that's 3 characters listing their conquests by scent, nationality and, tree. Plus, there's a whole bunch of ladies here in metaphor.
Who's up for a metaphor? We're up for a metaphor. All you chicks up for a metaphor? Yes, we're up for a metaphor.
This isn't just about groups of ladies, because all of this is contrasted with commitment. That's why I want to spend my life with you, and I welcome home my only lady. Both intersect on songs that are seemingly about promiscuity. The same pattern is seen at the end of Here Kitty, with the fireman, after rescuing several cats from trees, is called to a fire at the circus.
A foreign llama and the circus is ablaze. Panicky people run up madly through the haze. I fight my way into the big top, wipe my eyes. There stands a tiger trainer, lovely, hear her cry. She points up to the high while there a tiger stands. Oh, help me, bring my tiger down, dear man. If you will save him, I will be yours every night. I climb the pole and look the tiger in the eye. I climb the pole and look the tiger in the eye.
This is such a visual scene with the fireman running into this blazing big top. But underneath all of that drama, the core to this song is identical to Perfume. Both have a long list of conquests, and both are concluded with a long-term relationship.
If you will save him, I will be yours every night.
Both songs have a history of relationships and culminate in one relationship. And again, that's a concept that spans songs. For example, the choir of chicks who dig metaphors are contrasted with these verses.
A metaphor is a glorious thing, a diamond ring, the first day of summer.
A diamond ring traditionally signifies commitment, love and fidelity, and the first day of summer is looking forward to a bright future. So again, that's why I want to spend my life with you. It's a big feature on the opening track too. Dick Around culminates in a late night call from the main character's ex-girlfriend, and she wants to get back together with him. She says she's had a fling, so exploring infidelity once again, and she wants to get back together. But he's not sure if it'll work. He's not sure that they'll be simpatico, because all he does now is dick around. But this turns out to be the start of a new relationship, because she says this.
I don't care what you do, dick around, I will do. I don't care what you do, I'll dick around next to you.
She'll dick around right next to him, so it's the start of another faithful relationship with these two spending their lives together. So hopefully you're beginning to see that these same concepts are engineered into these otherwise unrelated stories across these songs, and it even appears on the song After Perfume, which is about this seemingly toxic relationship.
Blood on the floor of some posh restaurant. Deep down I'm sure that this is what you want. And what you want is what I want. What you want is what I want. And what you want, and what you want is what I want, is what I want. And what you want, and what you want is what I want, is what I want.
This thread even runs through this song about a destructive relationship, because he keeps on getting into fights over her, but he knows deep down that's what she wants. But then that key line that's repeated over and over again, what you want is what I want, is really close in sentiment to I don't care what you do, dick around, I will too. What I've explained so far is a subtle thread that runs through Hello Young Lovers, and it's one of many, all yet to come on future episodes of Meta Sparks, and I can't wait to dig into this stuff. But what I love about this is each of these threads can tell us something about the Sparks project in 2006. It can answer questions that we didn't know we had about what the band were doing at the time. Which brings us to the reason why Perfume intersects so beautifully with all of these songs around it. There's a really great reason why they're repeating themselves so much. What I say in every episode of Meta Sparks is that it pays to think of any female love interest in a Sparks song as representing Ron's relationship with his own creativity. It's like a personification of his creative muse. So it's his ever-shifting relationship with his own songs. Literally every Sparks song reveals something interesting about the band when you look at it this way. So let's take another look at Ladies with this perspective in mind.
On the sofa next to me are Dinah Shore and Sarah Lee. Ladies.
Okay, so think of this line as Ron sat at home all alone, no ladies in sight, just him and his rich imagination as he dreams up new Spark songs. In several of my episodes, particularly the Kimono My House episodes, I established Ron as being somebody who is consumed with music all the time, constantly thinking about Sparks. Whether at home, at work or at play, he'll be scribbling things, genius things. And here, his songs are manifested as Dinah Shore and Sarah Lee.
Ladies, in the backyard climbing trees are Princess Grace and Margaret Mead. Ladies, ladies.
This line can be about the music that Ron hears in his head while he's mowing the lawn or doing other chores. But then the song takes a shift in the chorus where it's focusing on one lady. And this can be when Ron chooses to focus on one song.
Then you pull in the driveway. You've been out shopping. I just gotta hide them. Hide all you ladies. They nod and smile. They're disappearing. They're fading out now. And welcome home, my only lady. My only lady.
When his one love returns, all of the other ladies disappear, kind of proving that it's all in his imagination. So this can be where Ron is focused on one song only, and this could be when he's developing this song with other musicians, when he's presented it to them. And this idea is reinforced later in the song.
Then I call up some buddies. Hey, come on over. There's ladies present. We'll be right over. The ladies hear me. They're disappearing. They're fading out now. My friends say, where are all the ladies? All of the ladies. All of the ladies. All of the ladies.
The buddies here can be bandmates, and if you swap out the ladies for songs, then they're saying, come on over, there are songs present. But maybe not all songs make the cut in the leap from Ron's imagination to presenting it to the wider world. In which case, where are all the ladies?
I know SCK1. She wears opium. Trisha wears number 5. But you don't wear the perfume. Susan wears Saint Laurent. Jeannie wears Leviton. Kristen wears Davidoff. But you don't wear the perfume. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you.
So let's take a closer look at the words to Perfume with this idea in mind. This idea that it's not women that are being listed here, but it's songs. It's Ron talking about his own music. If we take the list of women and their perfumes as representative of different musical genres and movements that Sparks have engaged with over the years, then the song becomes a self-aware statement about their own artistic identity, one that by Hello Young Lovers was entirely their own. The Sparks version 1, this is the first half of their career, running from Half Nelson right up to Little Beethoven. Their music was glam rock and disco and K-rock, and these are all examples of Sparks joining existing scenes. Kimono had the scent of Mark Bolan, and Roxy Music. Number One in Heaven had the scent of Donna Summer and Giorgio Moroder, and Gratuitous Sex had the scent of the Pet Shop Boys, well, and vice versa, of course. But Little Beethoven smelt of nothing but Sparks. The refrain, "But you don't wear no perfume," suggests an absence of external influence, and this parallels Sparks' later career, where they stopped aligning themselves with specific scenes or genres. They didn't follow trends, and unlike their previous genre hopping, they were making this music that was entirely Sparks. And in that context, this line that we've heard so many times becomes profound as hell.
That's why I wanna spend my life with you. That's why I wanna spend my life with you. That's why I wanna spend my life with you. That's why I wanna spend my life with you. That's why my life with you. That's why I life with you. That's why I life with you. That's why I life with you.
So this woman who wears no perfume can be seen to represent the Little Beethoven version of Sparks, as in this version of Sparks that's so comfortable with themselves and don't appear to be in competition with the rest of the pop world. And in that case, this commitment to spending their lives with her is akin to saying that this version of Sparks, this sound and this image and this attitude, is here for the long term, as in no more reinventions. And that's what we've all witnessed in the 2 decades since this album came out. Since this time, each further project has held the DNA of Little Beethoven and Hello Young Lovers, and they do appear to be spending their lives with this sound and this attitude. It's almost as if they knew almost 20 years ago that in 2025 they'd be putting out music that sounds a bit like this.
Things gotta run, do things gotta go, do things gotta stay, do things gotta play, do things gotta run, do things gotta go, do things gotta stay, do things gotta play. Saw the Pope, told him no, gonna do things my own way. My guru told him to, gonna do things my own way. My advice, no advice, gonna do things my own way. Roll the dice, roll the dice, gonna do things my own way.
That's Do Things My Own Way, the latest song by Sparks, and it repeats that title 36 times. So it's very much got the DNA of Little Beethoven right the way through it. And that appears to be something that was predicted right back here in 2006. It's like they're working to a long-term plan. It's as if their songwriting is inspired by having this North Star that they work towards. And you'll see a lot more of that as I go into further songs on the album. But let's finish up by looking at the reasons why this guy prefers the woman with no perfume.
The olfactory sense is the sense that most strongly evokes memories of the past. Well, screw the past. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you. That's why I want to spend my life with you.
Well, screw the past, as in screw the old version of Sparks, with the constant change and battles. Ron and Russell were like infantrymen on the front line of pop, always fighting for survival, and that attitude changed right here. From here on, they were a band who did things entirely on their own terms. And it's a really clever line. It acknowledges the well-documented psychological connection between smell and memory. How certain smells can instantly transport somebody back to a specific moment in their life. But instead of embracing this nostalgic power, Russell rejects it entirely with a blunt and defiant, well, screw the past. So it's a new beginning for Sparks, which is remarkable for a band who are already over 30 years into their career at this point. This is well past retirement age for most bands, and here they are reinventing themselves and setting a new start. And weirdly, they're reinventing themselves by not reinventing themselves. It's maybe the biggest change in their career to choose not to change. And more impressively still, at this seemingly late stage in their career, they were still setting long-term goals for themselves. And these are long-term goals that they haven't met yet. So over the next few videos, I'm going to be returning to Hello Young Lovers and talking about how this album plots out this distant success. It plots out things that we're seeing play out right now. And once again, I'd really like to thank everybody for watching, for sticking this far into the video. And I'd love to hear what you all think. And if you could share this video far and wide, I'd be really grateful. The more likes and subscribes and comments I get, the better for the channel. And if you can spare the price of a cup of coffee, I've got a page set up, which is buymeacoffee.com/metasparks. So I'll catch you all again soon.